And more local coverage tonight. City councilors in East Providence want the state to compensate businesses affected by the Washington Bridge closure.
That's one of the messages sent to Rhode Island leaders by the council at tonight's meeting. 12 News reporter Kayla Fish was there and joins us with the details.
The councilor who introduced this idea tells me local businesses have suffered severe financial losses since the bridge closed in early December, which was something they had no control over. That's why he believes the state should pick up the tab.
Why should the East Providence taxpayer have to suffer because the state didn't maintain that bridge?
Rick Lawson and his fellow city councilors in East Providence are urging the governor and General Assembly to include money in the state budget for businesses hit hard by the Washington Bridge closure.
Whether it's through a tax credit, whether it's through a financial payment, but they deserve something.
The Small Business Administration has offered federal loan assistance to those affected, but Councilor Lawson says business owners he's spoken with deserve more help.
They don't want to borrow money at 4%. They don't want to borrow money at all. They feel that they should be compensated for something that was no fault of their own, and I agree with them.
The City Council unanimously approved that resolution at Tuesday's meeting. They also passed another, throwing support behind a bill at the State House that would require RIDOT to provide regular public updates on the bridge. There's currently no timeline for how or when it will be fixed.
People are constantly asking us for information, and we don't have it.
The bill filed by East Bay lawmakers in the House would order the DOT to create a report each month detailing the latest on repairs, costs, and traffic changes related to the bridge closure.
So it's just basically a snapshot. We know everybody's busy on this, but the constituents look for us as, for questions and guidance as to what's going on. And if we can't give them a straight answer, it's not fair to them.
Now, these resolutions that were passed tonight have no teeth, but they're meant to send a message to state leaders as the bridge closure and its impact on residents continues. In East Providence, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.